Boys and girls, welcome back to a very, very special episode of the Kaka Road to Glory. As you know, there's not been an episode for 2 days, and that's because I've been grinding and sweating out FUT Champs. It's my first FUT Champs I've ever done in 3 years, so I managed to get Gold 1. Spoiler alert, I actually did okay. Gold 1 for me, after not playing the game in 3 years, not doing FUT Champs for 3 years, I am so happy with that. I ended up only being like 2 wins off Elite. I got 21 and 9 in the end. But this episode, we're going to run you through exactly what team I used, how I did, and all the games from games 1 to 15. And then tomorrow's episode is going to be games 15 to 30, plus hopefully the rewards. I don't actually know when the rewards come out because I've never done a FUT Champs in a long time. So hopefully the rewards come out in time for the episode tomorrow. But yeah, today is games 1 to 15. It gets pretty like tight. I didn't know whether I was going to get Gold 1 towards the end of the FUT Champs, so yeah, stay tuned for that. It gets quite sweaty. But as you're aware, in the last episode, okay, we ended on a total of 95,800 coins, and the team barely changed throughout this episode. As you know, going into it, Lewandowski only had 1 game left on his loan contract, so after this 1 game, we will be going ahead and getting ourselves a proper Lewandowski. And I got to admit, all of you guys suggested, get Lewandowski, he fits your gameplay. Yes, he's not as fast as Aubameyang or most of the other players in this team, but what I can tell you he is a world-class finisher. Throughout this video, you're going to see so many goals scored by Lewandowski that you're going to be like, wow, he is amazing. But this is the first game we played. Okay, we get an early lead, Kaka with the cross into Aubameyang, and we go 1-0 up in our first game. Now, I was quite nervous going into FUT Champs because obviously I don't know how good it is. Like, I was expecting to get, as I score that, and I disallowed goal there, I was expecting to get destroyed every game, and when he goes 1-0 here, when he goes 1-0, sorry, I got a bit nervous if it wasn't for another sweaty goal. As I said, I thought I was going to get destroyed every game. Like, I was actually quite surprised by not how easy it was, but not how difficult it was. I thought I was going to be facing like pros every game, and actually in the first game we end up getting a first half rage quit, so we get quite a few coins from that first game. We actually get a total of 9,000 coins, but as you can see here, we're now going ahead picking ourselves up a proper Lewandowski. I do want to get his inform maybe later on in the series by picking up him for 92,000 coins and with the Hunter card on him, so we can get a little bit more pace. But this is the team going into the second game. It's looking a little bit better. I do change up the defense later on in this episode, and as you can see, I'm finally putting on some attribute cards. They're chemistry cards, aren't they, to rock my players, because I realised I was playing against all these other players who have cards on them. And look at that. This is what I'm talking about. Lewandowski with a left-footed finish. And check out this goal right here. Boom. This is why we are keeping Lewandowski. His finishing is just second to none, but we're 2-0 up, and on the 76th minute he scores to make it 2-1. It was very, very scary going in to the end of that game, but we managed to get the win. So we're now on 2 out of 2, coming up against this guy in the third game. It was a very, very good team, you know, very good. I've seen a lot of Allens in FUT Champs. He seems to be quite a used player, but we take an early lead once again with Lewandowski, and we actually go ahead and score a second on the 8th minute, and then the rest of the game was just holding on because he quits. There you go. That's another rage quit. So we've had 2 rage quits, and we're 3 out of 3 so far. Now, this game, I dominated him. I'm not going to lie. Absolute, as you can see, domination. Look at the stats, but I ended up losing 1-0. So you're going to get a few of those games. You know, it's FIFA 20. You can dominate, but you're still probably going to end up losing. But unfortunately here, at the beginning of this game, first 4 minutes, Alisson gives away a penalty. Now, what I think of Alisson, he's good at penalty stops. I'll give you that one. He saved that one. But I'm unsure about Alisson. You know, he's quite a good shot stopper, but he does make a few little silly mistakes. So Aubameyang hits it to make it 1-0 on the 82nd minute, and we go to extra time, but unfortunately Suarez makes it 2-1 in extra time. But is that the end of the game? No, because it's Lewandowski once again scoring, and it goes to penalties. Now, there was quite a few penalty shootouts in FUT Champs for me this weekend, and when he misses like that, okay, I'm like, I can do this, Baker. I can do this. Alisson with a save. Is Baker going to win? Oh, he screws it up. He misses the penalty. But it's not to worry. Don't worry, okay? Because when it comes down to pressure situations, I'm usually quite good at it. And come on. Are we going to win this penalty shootout? What do you reckon? Drop a like if you think we're going to win. He puts it wide and we win. Of course I win the penalty shootout. So I believe we're sitting on like 4-1 at the moment. This is game 6. This game was mental. I'm just looking at my notes over here, looking at how many goals were scored in this game. But he goes 2-0 up. And when a lot of people go 2-0 up, the opponent usually quits. But not me. I didn't quit a single game because he made a little mistake and it's 2-1. I didn't quit a single game in FUT Champs. That's quite impressive, you know. He makes it 3-1. And at 3-1, I'm thinking, mate, it's game over until Aubameyang scores 3-2. There is hope in the KFL. And especially when you score a goal like this. Go on, Ndombele, far post. You know, when you make it 3-all after being 3-1 down, anything can happen. 4-3. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Oh, it is. Kaka gets himself on the score sheet, makes it 5-3, and I wrap up the game. That, I was impressed by that. You know, after being 2-0 down, 3-1 down, to coming back and winning the game, I'm very, very impressed. And also there, Lewandowski. How many goals has Lewandowski scored with his left foot, by the way, so far? Very, very impressed by him. But he scored I've conceded quite a few headers. Where I can't seem to score headers, but I do get to concede quite a lot. Kaka makes it 2-1, and that is another goal for Kaka. I'll be counting up how many coins I get at the end of the episode, by the way, just to, rather than like counting coins throughout each game. It's going to get quite confusing, but I've got all my notes in front of me. I make it 3-1. He then makes it 3-2, and that is how the game ended. I actually changed my tactics. I go to a 4-2-3-1 when I want to defend. I keep the two holding midfielders on stay back whilst attacking, and I actually started taking off Kaka and bringing on Witsel, or taking off one of the strikers and bringing on Witsel. But unfortunately, I make a mistake at the back in this game, and this game wasn't... It just wasn't like... It didn't go my way in this game. I go 2-0 down. Aubameyang and 6, boom, scores an absolute thunderbolt to make it 2-1. And then I go ahead and make it 2-all with Lewandowski, but unfortunately, in extra time, he then scores a winner. I scored a lot of those goals, and unfortunately, I get to concede one of the goals, and I lose that game 3-2. And once you lose one, you don't want to be losing 2 in a row. But unfortunately, this guy, yeah, I'm pretty sure he destroyed me in this game, and he gets a rebound goal. But unfortunately, but you can score them, you can concede them. It happens all the time. I go 3-1 down, 3-0 down, sorry, and then it's 4. Look at that, 4. But do I get a consolation goal? Aubameyang, of course I do. Look at this rebound. Look how lucky it is. 4-1. I concede, and this is where I was going through a dodgy patch, you know. I've lost 2 in a row. Is he going to lose 3 in a row? I am going to lose 3 in a row. I was a little bit flustered here, because once you start losing, as I said, I mean, when stuff like that happens, you're hitting the post twice, it can get quite demoralising. So I remember losing 3 in a row. I was like, okay, we're going to go get a drink. We're going to reset. That's what we were going to do. So we're currently on game 10. I believe. Yeah, game 10, we lost that one 2-1. As you can see by stats, once again, I did dominate that game. But going into game 11, obviously, this was after a little reset from losing quite a bit. I was confident going in here, especially when you score in the first 5-10 minutes, and then you get a penalty to make it 2-0. He actually quits. So that was a good bonus for me. So you score 2 early goals, and most likely your opponent is going to quit. So we get another first half rage quit. And in game 12, again, after the back of that early quit, Lewandowski with a really good finish. I was starting to get a bit more confident. You know, I had a bit of a down period, as I said, with 3 losses. But even when he tied it level against this guy, I remember thinking, I can beat this guy. It's not going to be that hard. And especially when he's scoring sweaty goals like that, you start feeling with confidence. And I win a penalty there. That was rash from him. It was absolutely rash. Kaka steps up and scores another penalty. So far, I haven't missed a penalty with Kaka. And even though he makes it 3-2, it doesn't bother me, because I'm going to go ahead and score another one. And this is where I scored one of the best goals I've scored. And this is probably actually my best goal I've scored in the whole of FUT Champs. You know, I was defending, I was keeping the ball, working it round, and I absolutely tore him a new one. He was so angry. I was passing it around my defence for so long. He didn't keep the ball for ages, or didn't touch the ball for ages. He was like, screw this, I'm quitting. I don't care it's 4-2. I don't care it's the 90th minute. He was quitting on me. So we get a second half rage quit. That goal was amazing. And in the game, I think we're on game 13 now. Yeah, this was a very, very tight game. So he levels it up in the 57th minute, near post OP, and it actually goes to extra time and penalties this game. So this, I believe, is the second penalty shootout so far, and Alisson pulls off a save. going into every penalty shootout, I was confident I knew where he was going to go for some reason. Not on that penalty though, but I was confident in my penalties. And I know he saved that one, but you just have to have confidence in a penalty shootout, thinking like, trying to get inside the mind of your opponent, okay? That's all you gotta do, get inside the mind and try and predict where they're gonna go. And I predict once more there, he is. Coman steps up, he misses unfortunately. Now, at this point I was like, oh, but I saved, so all I gotta do now is put this penalty away and I win. Boom, what a pen to end on. So I win another penalty shootout in game 13. Now going into game 14, we came up against a Pepe and a Son who I saw quite a lot. A lot of people said that you should get Pepe again in your team, and I've actually designed a new team I want to be doing for the next couple of episodes. So in future episodes, you'll see the new team I want to design. But he makes it 1-1, unfortunately, and then Baker, just before half-time, Endombele goes through 2-1, and that is exactly how the game finished, because I don't know why, but he quit. It must have kicked him off EA servers or something. Like, he definitely didn't quit. But it does go down as a first half rage quit because it gave me the win. So I got quite lucky there in game 14. He would be fuming. But going into game 15, so look, we're on 10 wins at the moment. This is game 15. And this is going to be the last game of the episode because obviously next episode is going to be games 15 to 30. It goes 1-1 up in 2 minutes. And when that happens, usually the person who scores early on is going to win. And it goes 2-0. I left it a little bit too late. It goes 3-0. But I do put on a bit of a comeback. You know, Aubameyang gets on the score sheet here from a tight angle to make it 3-1. And there was a part of me thinking I can come back. Yeah, Aubameyang whips it in. I scored a lot of those goals, the R1 crosses, if you don't know how to do them. But I ended up losing 3-2. It was a valiant effort. And so I'm halfway through at the moment. And I'm currently, let me work it out quickly. I'm currently sitting on 3,800 coins, obviously after I bought the Lewandowski. But in total, from those 15 matches, I won 10, which is 20,000 coins. I lost 5. Kaka scored 7 goals, which is a total of 28,000 coins. He got 5 assists, 10,000 coins. 4 first half rage quits, which is a total of 8,000 coins. And I got 2,000 coins from 2 second half rage quits, which equates to a total of 68,000 coins, obviously plus on the 3,800 I had originally, and we are sitting on 71,800 coins, and we've still got another 15 games to go through tomorrow. So as you are predicting right now, I'm going to have a lot of coins by the time it comes to building a new team. So start thinking, who do we want? In the next episode, I will show you the type of team I'm building. I'll build it on FUTBin, and yeah, you can see if you agree with it or not. And also, we're going to get some rewards and packs to open, and I've got a lot of like objectives. I've got a lot to do in the next future episodes, so make sure you're excited for that and stay tuned for that. Drop a like if you have enjoyed this episode and you want to see more FUT Champ stuff. I actually quite enjoyed playing them, and I'm hoping I can get Elite next weekend if I have time to play it. But hopefully I can get Elite next weekend. As I said, drop a like if you have enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget, tomorrow games 15 to 30, plus hopefully the rewards. And I'll see you all very soon.